So I talked about this. Part of it is my own sort of journey as a young person and growing up now as an adult and as a parent. But my mother is Catholic, and my father, who's passed on, would drive my mother to church every Sunday. My father, the Muslim, would drive my mother to church every Sunday. And I honestly didn't understand this. I mean, sorry, let me rephrase that. I didn't understand how powerful that was, but now I do. Right? Where my dad, way ahead of his time, was so respectful of not only the woman he married, but the mother of his children, where this community that we created in our house, my father would say to us, Allah ma'ak, which means God be with you. And my mother would say every night before we went to bed, and till today, when we leave the door, vai com Deus, which means go with God. I grew up with this, right? And I thought nothing of it, right? This is just the life I lead. Except when you come across people, that's just not what they're exposed to. And it's really powerful, and I have a real commitment to make sure that my children have that, and have a real opportunity to understand that their grandmother is Catholic. And so one grandmother is Catholic and one is Muslim. And how lucky are they? And that for their classmates who have different traditions, how important it is for us. Now, am I going to be a little uber about it? Probably, right? Because I hope that my kids, I was in New Orleans. No, sorry, scratch that. I was in Italy. I was in Turin last week, and we were walking through a piazza. And I was in Italy because of this conversation, because migration is real, and people are moving everywhere. And many people, many immigrants from Africa and the Middle East and from Turkey and North Africa are moving into European countries. Ironically enough, those European countries forgot that that all of their people migrated to our country and populated who we are today, making us as brilliant as we are. But now, they have no idea how to deal with this new immigrant reality. So I was in Italy to do some technical assistance on how do you create an environment that celebrates diversity, really around government integration strategies. So we're walking through this piazza, and there's garbage, so I pick up the garbage. And the person says to me, "What are you doing? That's dirty." And I looked at her and I said, "Be the change you want to see in this world." And she said, "What?" And I said, "It's how we have to live our lives." And I say this to my kids, right? We've got to be the change that we want to see in this world. So I'd like to see a world where someone walks by someone and recognizes them for who they are, in whatever form they are. And so I think we have a responsibility to do that. After 9/11, I used to do this very funny thing on the trains. I think if I walked by you, you wouldn't know I was Muslim. I'm going to take a guess there. Largely because I don't wear a headscarf, and I'm pretty progressive, and I dress very comfortably. And I would get on the train, and I was like a I gave myself the authority, what's the word? Self-authorized. Self-authorized, like, protector of Muslim women on the trains, right? And I would walk on the trains, looking for whether there was anyone with hijab, and I would find my way to stand next to them. Because I knew that there were just crazy things being said, and I wanted to sort of be there, so that if something was said, I could defend. And now my husband thought that was crazy. He was like, "You're gonna get yourself in trouble, you're gonna get yourself killed, what are you doing?" And I thought, it's okay, it's okay. If that's what happens, then it's okay. Because we've got to take responsibility. And so that's why I care about this.
Excellent, thanks.